Winston Churchill, and you will listen. The other day I was banging Marilyn like a lion from behind in Heaven's Garden when a bolt of lightning entered my bum crack, blew off my hat, frizzled my hair and livened me up. I was then possessed by 80s football fever and ended up being in the body of a thug and part of a group of Tottenham Louts. It was 1987 and this is my story, or what I can fucking remember. We went to Villa Park for the semi-final between Tottenham Hotspur and Watford, who were owned by some puff geezer wearing a wig. His name was Elton John. We woke about 5 in the morning, all dressed as cockerels and gorillas, as we fancied a bit of fancy dress. We were pissed out of our heads and high on acid, so fuck knows how we were going to get to Birmingham before 11 o'clock and still be standing without thinking we were still humans and not inflatable flying pigs wearing flower-powered fucking shirts. My friend had thrown up in my shoes, and in a drunken state I couldn't see what I was doing, so I put the fucking shoes on, leaving me walking around with bits of soggy carrots in my trainer. They were Deodora beyond Borg. We staggered to the train station, about 25 of us, singing "You're gonna get your fucking heads kicked in" while gesturing fuck off with our fingers at any bastard that thought we were part of Maggie Thatcher's disease. We got on the train, a football special, where we started to sing a song about Elton John, with lyrics "he's bald, he's bent, and his arse is up for rent." The odd-looking ticket inspector asked for our tickets, and was greeted with "Who the fucking hell are you?" before I shoved a Savaloy in his face, then locked him in a toilet, butt-plugged his arse with a banana and shoved a pair of stolen washing line knickers in his mouth as a gag. They don't call me the North London washing line knicker sniffer for nothing. The beers were flowing again, well before we hit the Watford Gap. We were informed that a load of Birmingham Zulus were going to confront us when we got to the Bullring in Birmingham town centre. So at that news, I snorted 25 lines of cocaine, smoked a reefer, knocked back my skull, and sniffed some glue. I was as high as a fucking kite and buzzing. So to give myself a bit of street cred, I decided to headbutt a lemon American bloke in a pair of sandals, and a knitted jumper saying he shot JR. We decided to play cards, and after losing £10 at Snap, I fell asleep in a pile of my own vomit, and woke up with no eyebrows as we arrived at Birmingham. Still drunk, I jumped up and shouted, "Who fucking wants some?" A little old lady appeared and bumped me on my nose with an umbrella and told me I should be ashamed of myself, as her husband didn't fight in the war for mindless morons like me. I wanted to kick her teeth in, but then I realised I may be a drunken hooligan, but I'm not a Chelsea fan, so she got a pass, the old bat. We got to the Bullring, where there was loads of other drunk men, all falling about and pissing in the streets, singing "I've got a bigger one than you" with their willies hanging out, along with other Elton John songs, including "He's bald, he's queer, he takes it up the rear," and "Don't bend down when Elton is around." The rest was a blur, and my next destination was waking up inside the ground asleep in my own multicoloured urine, another alcohol-flavoured urine beverage that had triggered down from the terrace. My friend said, "You can't whack being smothered in different forms of piss, Winston, and decorated with roasted peanut shells. It's what football is all about." So happy days. Spurs had won the game by 4 goals to 1, but I could not remember my fucking puke-filled shoe size, never mind the game. I was starting to sober up next to Watford fans wearing soppy wigs. They were giving me abuse, calling me a hook-nosed Jew bastard, but I just ran through them all, throwing aggressive windmills, and they shit themselves, because Watford fans are about as tough as a Tesco jelly. We went on a piss after our victory. I popped more acid and woke up the following morning sharing a cop shop bed with an aggressive Brummy midget, who invited me to share his tub and play with his rubber duck. I got nicked, charged with drunken disorder, and smelled like a cheesy tram's cock for the train journey home, but as they say in modern day away day videos, it's all swings and fucking roundabouts.
Come on, you shepherd!